Hello, Count here, back with another Unity coding programming live stream, possibly series thing. Well, I kind of expect it to be a series, but just in case, I will not have episode. I won't have an episode count yet. However, if it obviously does end up to take multiple episodes, then yeah, I'll definitely go ahead and change that. So here we are in Unity again. So don't worry if you're wondering about the whatever the heck happened to the other, um, what is it? The other Unity program, the Minecraft coding thing. If you're wondering what happened to the Minecraft Ride program, well, once again, I'm kind of still working on it. I'll only show it the completed thing now, but yeah. So basically here, I'm going to be making a reaction time measurement thing. And well, I already have the idea of how it's going to do that. And well, because of this, we are going to need a... Most of this is actually just going to be setting up UI because the game, this is not really, I won't really call it a game. If anything, it's basically just a reaction time thing. So basically, we're just going to be working with going to be working within a gigantic canvas. That's basically where all of the things that we're going to work on, that's where everything is. So we don't really need... So what I'm just going to do right now, right off the bat, make this completely white. I also want to get rid of the image that we don't want it to have we also don't want it to have a raycast, just because, yeah. So right away in our game, it should look like this. Now, I'm wondering if there's not really much to... Okay, I think from what I know, basically there shouldn't really be a... yeah, there should... Okay, well, I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to actually set up the UI. Because I already had the idea of how we're going to measure I already have the idea of how to measure reaction time. I just need a way to determine how to set up the UI. But I guess what we'll do is we'll have a panel in the not a toggle. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of figuring out what exactly I'm going to be using. I guess we're going to have to... One is that I'm going to have a... Geez. Okay, we're just going to start off with this. This is going to be the title. And within this, we're going to lock it to the top. I was pressing the wrong button there. I'm pressing the wrong button again. Jeez. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. We'll lock it to the top and we'll make this a lot bigger because all this is going to say is reaction time test. And well, we want to make that a complete black, and we want to make this bold, and we also want to center it like that because, well, why wouldn't you? This is literally the... Actually, what's best fit? Let's go with that, best fit. So now if, let's see, we were to, best fit doesn't, okay, whatever, sure. There you go, we keep best fit like that. And well, we have reaction time test. Don't expect the UI to look amazing because, well, it's not going to look amazing. So I'm wondering, okay, should I add another panel? But what should that, okay. So in the middle, we'll have I guess in the middle we'll have a button, which is going to be a start button. Okay. And with that, we'll also want to make it a little bigger because, well, it's the start button. And obviously, I think this should be in the middle because... Okay, yeah. Whoops, don't want to do that. should be in the middle because it's like the main thing that we wanted to do. So here we go. I think I would have an instructions panel, but I'm not sure if I should do that because it seems very unnecessary. Because all I really need to do is like it doesn't really make sense for it to have a. And I'm actually going to have okay, but whatever. This is going to be the test type. If you're wondering what I mean by test type, this is actually because I believe that there are a few ways in which you can test someone's reaction time, and I'm going to should I make this? No, I think that's fine. So I think yeah, the one way I believe that wait, did I anchor? Yeah, I did. So there are two ways. I think there's random. Actually, wait. No, I don't think we need to do that. We'll have we'll have instead is a toggle. Now I know this is going to be the absolute most beautiful UI you'll ever seen. You'll ever see. No, I'm joking. This is probably going to look absolutely terrible because this is just supposed to be a reaction time program. It's not supposed to be anything special. So yeah, don't expect much from me. So yeah, here we have a toggle, and what it's going to be is the label is going to say, countdown visible. Actually, no, countdown. And then we also want another. This is one is countdown visible. We'll name the toggle that, and then we'll have another one. However, this one will be random. Random countdown. So okay, like I said, there you can kind of test. You can kind of do a bit of some testing with this because, like, well, this one will have. I think this one will have random start. I think that will be a better name. That would be an interesting name for that. Oops, we don't want preview. Oh, there we go. And we also want to do that the same thing with this guy, but okay. I think that's good enough. We have our two. Anchor it like, whoops. Okay, never mind. Actually, no. Okay, wait. Stop. Just stop for a second. Stop. Everything stop for a second. Okay. Go to the rect transform. Get rect. It will do plus 15 right here. And this one will be minus 15. Minus 15. There we go. And with that, we have a few things to do. So now the countdown. Okay. Let's really count down. Okay, I'm trying to see if these names are actually like. Okay, because what my idea is that if countdown is enabled, we want it to be that that we can see when you press start, it will immediately bring up a countdown. It will bring up a countdown from like 3, 2, 1, and then you have to react from that. Now it doesn't seem like that's much of a reaction time. However, that's actually pretty interesting. So, but once again, we also have random start, which will pick a number from a range of times, which maybe we can actually like, you know, have a set value from like ranges between. But this will have to be an input field. Input field. maybe no, we'll not have it that. Well, we won't take it as an input field. So from here, what I'm going to have is, okay, when you press this button, when you click start, you have to press a button. Now, if you spam, oh, okay, geez, what am I trying to say here? Okay, the countdown. Okay, if anything, I know that the countdown itself, this will be the count, not that one. This one will be the countdown. And in this countdown, it will basically, yeah, it just tells you how much time you have left, and put it like right there. Why not? Maybe a little wider. We also would like to center it just because, like that. Is the start button expand? Does it expand? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's see. Right now it looks kind of boring. But once again, but yeah. Okay. So now with that, should I have an instructions button? Okay, we also would like to, okay. Maybe you should actually have like something to group up this. So this one will be the options. Options. So we're going to take our random these ones and put it under options so that things look a little bit nicer. And we'll also have another one which will just be other, which I'll just put the title in. And we also want not to that. I think, well, I was going to add, and the other, I was also going to add a button. This one will be close window, like a close kind of thing. Close the game. So a little X there, and there we go. Oops, not like that. Take the button. This will be go like this. And this one will be the exit app, like that. Okay, and finally, I guess I might as well put it. Okay, we also should not center that in the middle. We should put it to the top right. The title is good. Okay, good. And we'll also take this one. It will be instructions. Now we also want to put this one instead to the top. Okay, what? Okay, that's a. Oh, wait a second. Need to expand you. Expand. There we go. Okay, that just kind of made things a little awkward. We'll keep everything as is. Also would like to make sure that options expands. Well, now everything is broken again. Rip. Probably should have used a panel, but okay. We'll bring both of you like right there again. Maybe this one will be like 50, no, 30, 60, 70. Yeah, 70 is good. And then over here, we need to do the same exact thing again. Do this, and now for the exit app, do the same thing, anchor it like there. And for the instructions, we'll just do it like this. And we also need to make sure to change the text. Which one we'll switch? We'll just make it a question mark, like that. There we go. And mic on. Good, it is. That would be very awkward if it wasn't. Okay, so yeah, we're just doing a bunch of UI. However, I think, and I'll also put it here. We'll get a panel. Be sure to this time we'll bring it up like this. We don't want it to expand like that. We also want it to just be like this. And make sure it's all centered. Just just make it look decent. There we go. And with this, inside this one will be the instructions panel. And in this we'll have a text, which will just be title. And this one will be instructions, or whatever. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And we'll need to do that now. We'll put it to the, anchor it to the top, like so. And we also want to do it like this. I don't think we need them. Just at least put it to a black. Yeah. And we'll now have a block of text, which now we have to explain everything. So, yeah. Which instead I'll do like this. And there we go. Just anchor it to the center. Also, I think I probably would at least like a tiny bit of, just a tiny bit of room on the sides, because it just kind of looks better. There we go. Anyway, so now what we have to do is press start button 2. Wait for the text to say press any button as quickly as you can. You cannot press a button before the text says go. If you can also say random, what is it? Okay, well, whoops. I did not want to do that. Piggyback. And I also need to, what is the name of that? Random start. Okay. We'll call you info. And well, in here, random enable random start. Enabling random start means that a different enabling random start means that that the countdown will start at a random value between 2 numbers that you can set. Enabling countdown means that enabling countdown at changing the countdown toggles the visibility of the countdown. Disabling random start means that the countdown will start at a set value between a set value at a, yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of work with it. I mean, well, yeah, I think that's, whoops, doesn't look right. We'll anchor this to the bottom like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, hopefully. And then there we go. We have our instructions. We have a bit of space between, a bit of space there. We'll do it like that. And with this, we'll also need the close button for the instructions. So, panel, no, not panel, we want a button, which is completely identical to exit. So, this one will be close instructions. There we go. And we also want to make sure that it's right there. There we go. So by default, obviously, we want this to be invisible. So what is next? We have our value. So yeah, okay. Geez, just kind of not really knowing what to say here because, oh my gosh. Options. Okay, in the options, we also want to have an input field. In this input field, well, we're going to have to do a bit of some familiar stuff that we did. Whoops, that's 90. There we go. Then here will be I get so this one will be, I guess we can have like, this one will be like the placeholder says enter minimum start, actually enter. Okay, now my question is, how am I going to determine how am I going to determine in seconds? There we go, like that. We'll do it like this, enter time in second. Now for this one will be minimum, the min count down start, like that. Okay, and we also kind of want to increase the y value, and we'll also have a maximum because, well, that would make sense. Oops, we don't want to do that. So max count, no, count down start. So we also want to be able to indicate that, because that would be pretty important. If it would be pretty awkward if we didn't indicate that which one was the minimum and which one was the maximum. So the min and the max. So actually, because of this, because like what I'm thinking is, like, if we have a minimum and a maximum text box here already, we might as well not even use random start. Yeah, we might as well get rid of random countdown. We might as well get rid of it because it's not useless. It's not useful. We also kind of want to move you a bit more, like not 100, like 120 or something. We're gonna lower you. Well, we'll just lower you. Like, actually, I just switch you around. So instead of you being 75.5, we'll make it 25. No, 20. No, 10. 15. There we go. Took me a bit. And with this, we also want to do, like, where is it? Text. There we go. Yeah, text. next. There we go. This one will say minimum, the min time start. We'll just keep it at that minimum like that. Geez, I'm like burping or something. And well, I kind of want to put it like this. But at the same time, it's going to be like, I mean, well, whatever, we'll put it like that. Just align it like this. Also would like to make this like 30. And well, fine, we'll go ahead and put it like this. Min count down like that. And well, we kind of just need to make sure that you, yeah, I will get rid of you because we kind of just need to copy paste the min countdown time, and we'll do like max countdown, and we have to do the same thing but for you. Min countdown start, we'll change you to max countdown start. There we go. And well, I have to change this, not that, this one's text. So this one will say max, because who knows who Max is. I don't know why I had to say that, but okay, I did. 60 is fine. And we don't want you to be anchored to the, we're going to anchor you to the left side. That's a pretty good, that's actually a pretty important thing. We don't want to anchor you to the middle, to anchor you to the side. Now we kind of have to change the instructions because now we don't have the, okay, so we want to now, okay, scroll down. We want to get rid of this and say, okay, we want to say here, minimum, min is the minimum start time about, not value, what am I? Filipino? Yes, I am actually. Min is the minimum start time value that the for the countdown. And we might as well do the same thing. Max is the maximum start time value for the countdown. And well, yeah, we'll keep it like that. And I don't really think that there's really anything. Oh, geez. Come on, man. Stay there, man. That's not cool. And there we go. We have your instructions. Well, I think we really should actually kind of like, we really should make this a tiny bit smaller because like, it doesn't really necessarily need to be. Come on, man. Okay, now it looks a little awkward. Make it a tiny bit bigger. There we go. And it looks kind of decent. All right. And with that, we have stuff. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me. Raycast started. Good. Okay, so because we don't want to accidentally press the start button. Okay, we can get rid of the instructions panel. And for the instructions, this one is actually very simple. All we need to do is to take the instructions panel and we take the game object and set active to true. As for the instructions panel, to get rid of it, we need to go to the close instructions and we also need to bring in, whoops, we need to not do that. We need to do this so that we can then go to game object and set active to false. So if we actually do, if we do test this now, well, close it, open it, and well, yeah, there we go. We have a bit of interactability, so yeah. But like I said, the main purpose, we're not trying to make something absolutely beautiful because this is just a reaction time test. So what is next in the agenda? So what can I do next? I'm not sure if I want to do scripting yet because I feel like there still needs to be some things done Actually, I probably should say like countdown visible like that. And here we go, countdown visible. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. When we press, okay, options, we don't, okay, we want the, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second, what is this? Wait, why were they inside? Okay, that was weird. Okay, I'll take it. Well, anyway, so the things that, okay, well, okay, we also, actually the countdown, should we bring the, okay, we want to have the timer. We'll actually have a timer, okay, like that, timer, and this time, this way, we'll go to the, we'll set up everything. We'll just set it like this. Oops. 0, or whatever, we'll start with like it being 0. And we want to put this to the center. However, we're going to make him very big because this guy is going to go on the bottom right there. Actually, no, we're going to put him in the center because, yeah, it's the timer. You kind of want it to be big. We'll make it the size to be like 30. And let me find the countdown, make sure that the timer is not overlapping. Kind of can't see with the background, but it's okay. I think that's fine. Okay, but let me look at the countdown. Make sure that the okay, we want to say like this. Start it like at. We'll make this one also a size of 30. However, we'll also have take it as a 0. Let's have it say by default say nah 0. Okay. Press button to start. Like that. Let's start with like that. And well, I don't think there's much I can do, much else I can actually do without doing a bit of coding. However, we kind of need to get rid of the timer. There are a few things that I want to do with the start when the start button comes up. We want to actually make a few things invisible and some things visible. So I'm going to take this on click. We want to take the options, make that invisible. We want to take the timer and make that visible. We go to game object, set active to false, game object, set active to true. Now, let me just see. Okay, good. And we also want to, oh yeah, we also want to make sure that we turn it, so we want to make sure that it also turns itself off because we don't want to see the start button when we're actually doing it. We set this to false. So yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and press start and it brings up the 0. Now, I think we'll, I'm kind of, okay, I'm thinking like how many, because I also want to, as something to keep track of all your, yeah, I kind of want to like keep track of all the values that you take. So then we'll have I wonder if we should have like a scroll bar. No. Should I? Okay, no, not a camera. UI, a scroll view is kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, we'll take a scroll view. But I'm not sure what to do with this because like I'm not sure. I'll keep. I guess I can put it on the side here. Not. I guess we'll do that. The viewport. I'm gonna. Okay, we can't actually change the size of that. Okay, that's a little awkward. Scroll bar vertical. The content. Content. Kind of want to make sure that the content is like that. Hold on a second. We'll lower the content and let's lower this tiny just a bit because like we also want to have a. Ugh. Jeez, I'm just burping all over the place. Okay, this one we times, and we also want to have a text, which will just be a panel. We'll take a panel. This one will be records, and just record. We'll just call it records because it's going to keep track of all the time values. So we want to take records and put it to the side, like so. We're gonna bring it right here, like that. Also want to take our times and put it inside. Make sure that this lines up. Well as U. We want to add a. So you are okay. You're supposed to be anchored to the center. No, the bottom, like that. There we go. And in here, we'll also have a UI. This one will text. This one will be anchored to the top and like so. Well, we actually just want to well, I can never speak. Jeez. This one will be times. And we're going to also just bring this up a bit. We also want to have a list of time, we also want to have the average. So we also want to put that here. So that would be very important. You don't want to put it inside times though. We want to put it inside records. So this one we'll call it the label, or no, we'll call it the title. Geez, put you center you back in the middle. We'll also go over here because we want to be able to see. We'll take UI text. Anchor you to the top like this, and we want to lower you a bit, just a tiny bit, like right there. Okay, and we want to now change this to black, and you to black as well, because for some odd reason you're not black. Talked about this before, and well, no, we don't want it to be like this. We want to be like average time. Average time. We'll do it like, okay, we'll have it like this. And right, hold on. Should I have that in the middle? Should I have that at the bottom? I don't know, whatever. And we'll also kind of just duplicate this. This one will be average times label, and this one will be the average. Let's put a 0 there for now. And well, we'll go ahead and change this to not a 0, -30, -45. There we go. And just, oh, okay, never mind. We'll put you right there, not there, there. There. Over where? There. Okay. Don't ask me what I just did. Okay. I'm weird. Okay, so what is going on here? So we have the scroll view, and we kind of, okay, so what we kind of need is, we need to do, okay. We also could, if we have this, we also should have a button at the very bottom, like or here, maybe like at the very bottom, which will clear all records. So go to the have a button, very bottom, like this. We also want this to. We also want to make sure that we also like that. Okay. Okay. So this one will say clear records. So this one's, we're all just setting up the UI here. So just saying. So this one, once again, this will all say clear records. Now I don't want, what I don't want to do is to actually, what I want to make sure is that when you click this button, it brings up a confirmation, a confirm, like, yeah, confirmation kind of thing. Because if there is none, that would be very awkward. We highlight you, and the pressed will be a dark. So I probably should set none on the navigation because that's, you don't need that. Clear records will be just red. No, I'll keep it white. However, we'll make it, when you highlight it, it'll just be this bright red. So now if we go over here, there we go, clear records, there's nothing to clear. So yeah, what is it that, okay, we want to save. However, oh, okay. It's not going to be sample scene, this is going to be test area? Okay, whatever. I don't even know. Okay, so with this, we now need to make the confirmation thing. So I'll put that in the other. This will be the, what's the camera doing in here? Why is there a camera here? Get rid of that. Don't need a camera. And we'll also have another empty. This empty, we also want to scratch you out. And this one will be main UI. This one will consist of the start, the cooldown, and the timer, because that's actually pretty important. Should other contain? Actually, main UI will also contain the records because it's actually kind of important. Then there's also the other. In other, we want to add the confirm panel. Confirm clear confirm panel, like that. And where is it? We want to, well, it's already here. It's just that I need to change the size of it. So here we go. And if you're wondering, yes, this will require oh, actually, maybe the main UI should probably go to the, right here. Yeah, like right there. Now, the clear confirm panel, what you want to do is we'll have button. This one will say, this one is the confirm. So we'll also say confirm. And then we'll also have another button, which will instead say, this one will be the cancel. Cancel. So, and we also want to, of course, have a bit of text so everybody knows what the heck this pop-up is for. So we also want to make sure that this is anchored to the top like so. Put you middle, centered like that. All right, anyone talking to me? No one is. I'm lonely. Okay. Yay, I make streams so nobody can watch them. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I just make videos and live streams. So this one will say, are you sure you want to clear your records, like that. We also, I think I should also make the distance between these two buttons a little bit bigger because we don't want someone to accidentally press the cancel button when they did not want to press the confirm. Okay, so we'll take it like that. Actually, maybe we'll, okay, we'll put them side by side. However, we want to decrease the size of the buttons. Be exactly the same. Just make sure that they're exactly the same. Okay, that's a pretty interesting. Ugh, I'm burping again. Jeez. Come on. And this one will change you to 81, negative 81. There we go. This is a pretty big thing. Oh, come on. Serious. Okay, then fine. We'll anchor you to the bottom. No. We'll anchor you to the bottom like that. And there we go. Sure you want to clear your records. There you go. And well, we'll have this be a function that is called. So we'll just make it like this. So yeah, this one will. Okay, cancel is pretty simple. All it will do is, what cancel does is that it just makes this thing invisible. So clear confirm. Get rid of. So take. Where is it? Set active. There we go. Set active to false. And well, clear records, we also want clear records. So where is it? Clear records, under records, clear records. There it is. On click, what we want to do is clear confirm panel. We want the clear confirm panel, game object set active to true. So yeah, that's all we really need to do in turn. I don't really know if there's anything else I could do with the UI. So yeah, so clear records brings it up. Confirm does nothing, cancel, start does that. But we also want the start button to actually clear we also want it to hide the records. So we'll take records, set game object set active to false. I think we also should, okay, where's the button? Okay. So yeah, basically start gets rid of pretty much everything so that, wait, what about the buttons? Huh? Wait a second. Wait. Oh. Wait. Okay, basically what it needs to do, actually records, I think records fits in other, but start button takes options and other and sets that to, takes game object set active to false. So basically it just hides everything. You can't quit the application, just kind of messes with, or else it will mess with everything. However, we don't want to get rid of the title. That's we don't want to get rid of the title. That's actually pretty important. We'll put that back on the top. Just put this at the very top right there. So that when we press start, we can still tell that this is a reaction stuff. Right, and with that, I think that we can finally start to do some coding. We're doing a bunch of UI. But yeah, we probably should get to some scripting. And I have a bit of OCD, and this should be scripts, just in case there's going to be multiple of them. So what is, okay, as for what I'm going to call it, I might as well just call this a manager. Okay. Time? No. Time. Okay. Time test. We'll call it that. Time test. Wait a second. No. Well, no, we can't have. Okay. Okay. I just realized that we can't do that because we have. Then it kind of just does that with the. We'll have to rename you. And we want to open up. What is it? Visual Studio. Scripts time test. Visual Studio 2017. 2019. Whatever. Who cares? I never really bothered to upgrade. And with that, we have to look at the formatting that I just do not agree with. So we'll go take this, and we want to now take, we also want to, no, we don't actually, using Unity engine.ui. I think we can do that. So what is the first thing that we want to do? We want to have a public, we'll have a vector, blah. Public. No. Okay. What is time test going to do? Time test is going to be like when it sets up time, sets start, then it does like hold on a second. Right. I think we might need to use using system dot. No, actually, no, we won't. Okay, we have a public void. This one will be the public string countdown. And then we'll also have a public, this one will be a text. Yeah, text. Is it text? Okay, I can barely remember this. I think it's text, whatever. Countdown. This one will be countdown text, like that. And well, as for countdown, this depends on the float value given in the settings. I'm going to save for now, but countdown visible. I think here we'll have a private boolean. Actually, no, I'll have a public boolean say, and it will be countdown visible. By default, that will be set to true. And in void start, actually, no, we don't want, actually, no, this one's supposed to be a public vector 3 countdown. Not vector 3, vector 2, because we want to. So here in void start, actually, no. Countdown, by default, countdown is equal to a new vector 2 of components. Well, we'll start it with like 3f and 3f because we don't want it to be between any values. And by default, we'll have it like that. And well, and here I think we also want to have, this one is for the countdown. We also want, here we want to have a private float. This one will be the countdown time. And we now need to have a public void start test, like that. Start test. And well, this one will do a random dot, what's random range? Okay, what is the difference between random.range and random range? Okay, Unity, why? Your things don't really tell much. So Unity random.range versus random range. Or random range versus random range. I don't really know what the difference is. Okay, well, here. Random, okay, what is this? Unity engine. Okay, whatever, we'll do range. Okay, it includes, so we have so basically we paste in countdown.x and then countdown.y. So yeah, that's just an easy way to do it. So the x will be the minimum and the y will be the maximum. However, we want to do a bit of a test. So in this case, if countdown.x is greater than countdown.y, then we also want to return. And then I also do want to make some sort of notification system like I did, but but I guess we'll have like a notify kind of thing, and then this one will be some sort of notify command, which will deal with UI, I guess, a UI manager or some kind of thing, but I don't think I'm going to put it in the time test. But for now, I'll do a debug.log saying, okay, minimum start value is greater than maximum. Then we also now want to do, we don't have it yet, but we're going to make a new script. And this one will be the utility because we don't really know what else to call it. So utility. And within utility, we want to do this. Go Unity engine, get rid of you because we don't believe we need you. We also don't believe we need that. So we can actually, we might not need Unity engine, but I'll get rid of it. I'll just do it like this. So in here we want a public static function that does string to float. I think you already remember what this does. So then what this does is takes a string, it takes in a string called the value. So then we'll have a float new value equal to by default 0f. And we also want to return a float. So return new value. Come on, return new value. New value. There we go. Then we'll do float try parse. Takes the string value out new value. There we go. And well, I also want to do another thing, which is public static boolean string is float. String is float. So what we'll do is take a string value, well, we'll call it test value, and well, we want to have a public string, and this, or no, not a public string, we'll just have a string called digits, and this one will be equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We also want to have an integer, which is going to be decimal count. And then we have int. What is this? Oh, we can't have negatives actually. I think we'll have a boolean here that says allow negatives. Allow negatives, and well, we'll have int negative count, set that to equal to 0. Okay, so now what we need to do is do this. For each character, we'll call it car in test value, we need to do another for each. So we'll have a boolean here, which will be, I guess we'll say car is digit. By default, this will set to false. However, for each character digit in digits, if digit is equal to character, then we'll say car is digit is equal to true. Then we also want to, no, I won't do that. I'll do a break. Then what? And then what we have to do next is we have to check if. We also need to do now is also check if character is equal to a decimal point. Then we'll do decimal count plus plus. We also need to make sure that character is digit is equal to true. And then we also have to do another if character is equal to negative character is digit is equal to true. And we also want negative count is equal to set equals it to set character negative count plus plus. Can't forget the semicolons. And with that, we now need to do quite a bit of if statements. If so here I'll start with this. If character is digit is equal to false, then we can actually return a false. Or decimal count is greater than 2 or greater than 1, and or negative, or we'll actually need to do allow negatives is equal to if allow negatives is equal to false and negative count is greater than 0, or allow negatives is equal to true and a negative count is greater than 1. Turn a false. Otherwise, if it manages to go through the entire thing without finding us, we can return a true. Seems like a lot of code, but we I'm pretty sure it works. However, for a test, we can do a utility dot string it. We can do a debug dot log right here, just a test, and utility dot string is float, and we pass in a value which will be like this. Okay, I think I also want to say allow negatives. By default, we'll set to false in my case because we're not really going to be dealing with negative start times. That would be weird. Anyway, so utility dot string is float, and we pass in like 0.5 or something. 0.5, like, okay, whatever. Okay, okay, actually, what am I doing? I probably shouldn't even, what am I doing? This doesn't even require, so we only really need to deal with allow negatives, and we don't even need to deal with a negative count, because we're not even going to deal with negatives, because this is supposed to be a countdown. Why would you need negatives? So we can get rid of that, and never have to deal with negatives, because once again, this is time. We don't need negative time. So we're going to save this, and time test, I am not sure where to put it, but I believe that the best place would probably main UI time test. So go ahead and play test and see if it says false. Because it does. Okay, good. So if we do this, it's be true now. Otherwise, things are weird. Yay, it works. Okay, so with that, we can do a bit. We can also do this. Okay, we have to do this. If countdown dot I noticed I spelled minimum wrong there. If countdown, wait, no, we do this. Wait, no. Okay, so I'm just realizing this. I think I'm going to need a okay. Okay, yeah, I'll make a UI manager. So UI manager, yay, this guy sounds familiar, doesn't he? So in the UI manager, we also want to take this guy, get rid of him. We'll take using Unity engine.ui, because that would make no sense if it didn't use the UI. Okay, but yeah, we want it to be using mono behavior. However, we also want to make sure that this is a public static UI manager script, and we'll do void awake. Void awake, no need for the private, just void awake. Then we take script is equal to this. So, okay, now the first thing is going to have a public input field, not input field. This one will be min countdown. Input field array. This one will be countdown min max. Okay, whatever. Sure, I'll have it like that. Then we'll also have a public toggle. This one will be visible. No, this one will be the what is it called? What is it called? Countdown visible. Visible toggle. Countdown visible. Why not? Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, it's toggle count down. We'll do that. Toggle countdown. So what we want to do is, if we want to go to UI manager.script minmax 0 dot text. No, what we want to do is get utility dot string is float. Then we pass in this guy is equal to false. We want to return, and we also want to make sure that this says notify. Maybe do debug.log minimum. Okay, minimum start value is not a float. And we're going to copy paste this. However, instead, we'll do it like this. So it will be 1. This one will be maximum. So yeah, there needs to be a lot of testing. And I kind of realized that if none of these, okay, kind of realized that it kind of doesn't work. That that this start button wouldn't really exactly work because once again, there are a lot of factors that kind of determine whether or not the button should close. We have to go to the UI, main UI, the start button. We kind of need to get rid of all these. So yeah, let's get rid of these. Because okay, on the click, we kind of just need to call the function. So UI manager, we'll just put it into the canvas. I think we can get rid of all of these. And well, also I might as well have a a game manager while we're at it. So game manager. This guy will take the time test. Oh wait, time test was already here. Time test is in the main UI. So in the canvas, we want to do the countdown min max. This one will be, come on, size of not F2, 2, and we take our options, countdown visible, min max, the minimum. Right, this is the input fields. So we'll take this input field and we take that input field there, just because countdown visible, just a simple toggle like that. So now we need to access it to a bunch of UI stuff. So we'll also have a public what am I doing? Okay. Dear gosh. Start button? Public game object? Okay, what is this going to have? This, I guess it could have it take the what is it? Public game object. And this one will be the UI panels. UI panels, why not? This one will also be an array. Geez, really just burping a ton right now. Don't really know why I needed to say that, but basically we'll make this a size of 2. Now I know that it would probably not make sense because, well, technically the main UI doesn't need it. We have no need to add the main UI. That's the main, yeah, the main UI thing. We don't need to have it there. So basically, if all of these manages to pass, we can actually do something like that. We can actually do something like this. We also want to have an access to a public game object. This one will be the start button. You want the start button to show Okay, how about this? This won't be a new function. Will be just be a void, a public void. Why not? We'll just actually no. I don't think it needs to be void. We'll just keep it private. Private void show UI. We'll take a boolean state. This one will take the start button equal ends start button dot set active to state. Then what this will do is to go to UI manager. Actually, no. For each game object, we'll call it UI panel. UI in UI manager dot script dot what is it? UI panels. Then we'll take UI dot set active state. There we go. Just do it like that. And in this case, we'll do show UI to false. Show UI false. So this one just hides the UI. This is a bunch of checks. This one gets a random start time, random countdown start time. So we want to actually assign this to a float. This is the countdown time is equal to this. Oh, we'll do a count time. And we also want to do, oh gosh, what is it? Before we hide the UI, I think we should do this. We go to the, what am I trying to do here? Oh, we also need access to the, okay, countdown text dot game. Okay, what? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm thinking, because I want the countdown text to say go, but okay, we also want to do, I guess we can do it like this. And void update. Okay, I guess we might as well have this, a private, actually no, we already have countdown time, it's a countdown time. Okay, so then we also want to have a private boolean start count down. By default, that set that to false. I guess in this one we also want to make sure that start countdown is equal to false, but by default. So here, if start countdown is equal to true, we want to do this. If countdown time is greater than 0f, then what we want to do is countdown minus equals time dot delta time. No, countdown time. Else, if that's not else, else we want to do is says countdown countdown text. So count down. Geez, I might as well just count down text text dot game object dot set active. We want to make sure that this is true. We also want to do countdown text dot text. That's not minus dot text. Set equals to. We'll set this equal to go. We also want to over here we want to do if countdown true. Hold on, I'm thinking. I guess we also want to, after all this, we want to do start countdown is set equal to true. Set equal to true, not tree. Set equal to tree. Jeez. Countdown text game object dot set active. Well, this one will depend on, well, we have to go to UI manager dot script dot toggle countdown dot date value. Okay, what is it? Not graphic. It has to be. Where is it? Come on, there has to. What? Wait. Image graphic. Hold on a second. What? Toggle. So it should have like a specific value. No. Where is it? No, it's not toggle transition. What is that? No. State? Okay, what? Hold on a second. Toggles, what is it? Where is it? There has to be a value for it. Oh, it's supposed to be. Come on. Why is it is on? Of all the things it should have been like value or something. Jeez. So then, yeah, if it's like this, if by default the toggle countdown is set to false, if we don't have it checked, then what it'll do is it'll stay off and then it'll go to, and then it'll become to go. However, we also want to now want to have a, well, we'll have this be other, and well, we also want to have another set of variables for the timer. So timer, this one will be private float timer time. Why not? Timer time. We obviously want timer time needs to start at 0f. And whenever we start the test, we always want to make sure that timer time is set equal to 0f. And then we also want to have a private boolean called start timer. By default, this will obviously also set to false. I also want to make sure that's false, so start timer set equal to false. Start timer, we also need to make sure that start timer equal to false, just to be sure. Never know. Over here, what we want to do is once it does this, we do start countdown. Will be set to false. Then we also do start timer and set that to true. And well, if start timer is equal to true, what we want to do is go to the okay, if start timer is true, all we need to do is wait for an input. Okay, what is it that okay, we also need another public, not there. No, don't get rid of the semicolon. A public text called the timer text. Why not? Timer text. Oops, don't want to do that. So timer text. Timer text is equal to true. We want timer text.text is that to be equal to timer time dot toString, and I think we'll take F2. I believe that's 2 digits. However, that's going to be in seconds, so I think we want to have like okay, deci, centi, milli, so that's 3. We'll do 5. And we also kind of want to. I also kind of realize we also need to do some other stuff. Timer text is equal to 0.12345, like that. And okay, so now what we need to do is timer time plus equals time dot delta time. And we also now want to do is we want to also check if input dot get any key, input dot get any key down equals to true. If input any key down, or input dot okay, there's no input dot mouse button down 0, or input dot get mouse button down 1. Geez. Get mouse button down, do the same thing. Oops, not that. We copy, paste, and for 2. Then we want to do start countdown is equal to false. Then we also want to do is once we do that, okay, I'm thinking. Oh, no, not start countdown. Start timer will be set to false. I think that's what we can do. Then we want to we also want to return. So we no longer want to continue to this. Timer time. Okay, I'm just okay. Then there's also want to be some function that like inputs data into records, something like that. Something like that. We also want to do that. And also, we also want to make sure that I also kind of want to copy this and go into if the countdown time is greater than 0, and we also want to check if there's an input, if there is someone that makes an input, we basically just want to stop everything. We want to start timer will be false, start countdown will be set to false, and well, we also want to return. I guess we can return. Okay, this looks weird. Hold on a second, something doesn't look right. There we go. There's one huge if statement. Jeez. But there are multiple ifs. There are quite a bit of ifs in this, so yeah. Maybe I should put the and. Maybe I should put an and here. And now I won't. Okay, I'm just too lazy to make it look better. So start timer. Then we want to kind of do show UI, and we want this to be true. Then we also want to make sure that we also want to do reset timer time to timer text goes back to normal. I think I should have a private void reset resetting. Is that even how you spell resetting? Is it resetting? There you go, I think. Setting up, okay. But basically, there's like a ton of stuff that we need to do. However, we do start countdown is equal to first, show UIs, you have to do all this. So start countdown, like resetting all of this. Then we also need to do timer text. And instead, it will take this, go back to 0.00. And well, instead, it will also do this countdown text dot text will say equal to get. Okay, what does it say by default? Press button to start. Okay, press button to start. Another thing is we also kind of want to do a just specifically here we want to do a notify debug.log canceled test. Cannot input before countdown ends. Do not press any button before countdown ends. Just like that. We'll just have it like that because we don't want someone to like cheese the heck out of the system, and then it is like you're spamming all the buttons like just in case, because keep in mind that there is a random factor into this. If we don't do this, you might end up just be like spamming the button, and then when you spam the button, like whoever knows, you can like just get 0.00001 of a second. So which is not what we want, because we obviously that would be cheating. So yeah. And with that, we'll go reset. It does resetting, and yeah. So there's like a ton of stuff that needs. There's like a ton of stuff. These countdown visible options main UI. What is okay? We need to set the timer text, which is the timer text is the timer. Start button is just start button. Oh yeah. Okay, so on the countdown visible, we want to go to the toggle. Let's go to this toggle and go to value change. We want to go to the where is it? The main UI, grab time test. Okay, never mind. I'm smart. Okay, jeez. So I guess in the UI manager, we'll go ahead and set that up. So public boolean, no, public void show countdown. That will be it. It will take in a boolean. Then this one will be state. What we want to do is to, well, time test is honestly a pretty important script. However, okay, we UI panels. However, hold on a second. We don't want this to affect the main UI, so I may want to have a completely public game object main UI like that. So in the main UI, we want to access, so we do main UI.get component. This one will be the time test. We'll make this a private variable. Private time test called the test script. Why not? Test script. Why not? Okay. So we want to do this in the void start test script. Test script is equal to main UI dot get component time test. So here test script dot countdown visible is equal to state. And with that, we're going to, and it's raining. Okay. And with that, we can go ahead and we can just set this up. So countdown in the on value change, we go to panel, was it? No, it was a canvas. I don't want to move this to the, okay. Yeah, there we go. And now we just need to find the main UI. Put it there. Okay, so with that, we do okay, we go to the countdown visible, go to panel, then this will be UI manager and show countdown. And with that, that should make things easy. I think we also want to do this in the at the start of here. We also need to go to UI manager.script.countdown min max 0.text is equal to countdown dot x. And we have to copy paste this. Countdown dot y 1 dot toString, and well, we'll just put it to f2, like something like only 2 decimal. I don't really believe we need many decimal places, so we'll just put 2. And we also want to change this to 1. And for some odd reason, I added a second semicolon there, but okay. Okay, and with that, we're reaching 2 hours. We're almost at 2 hours, 20 minutes. Not too far. Yeah, 3.00. Okay, now with that, hold on a second. Okay, so countdown visible. Press the start button. Nothing happens because I haven't hooked it up yet. So we go to the start button over here. What we now need to do is go to the main UI, go to time test, and start test. The button to start. So right now it's at 3 seconds, so it doesn't do anything because we forgot to set an object reference as null countdown text. Countdown text? Oh, that's why. Okay. Jeez. Okay, hold on a second. Countdown text, where is that? That countdown. Countdown. There we go. Press start. Nothing happens. Okay, great. Hello, player Juan. Okay. Cancel test. Do not press any button before countdown ends. Looks like we forgot to update the UI. So countdown text.text is equal to countdown time dot toString, and well, we won't make this too precise. We'll do F3. 3 decimal places should be fine. Actually, 2 decimal places is fine, I think, for this one. So yeah. So let's go ahead and set that up again. Come on. Okay. Okay. After that, and then we want to do an else. We also want to do a resetting kind of thing, like that. Just so, yeah. Hold on a second. Well, how come I didn't see the timer time? That was weird. I just realized that we didn't see the timer. Oh, because the timer is invisible. Okay, when it says go, we also want to make sure that, hold on, we also need to make sure that resetting, when we do resetting, set timer text dot game object dot set active is false here. However, we want to do and show you. Just I can't stop saying when this says go, there's also we also want to do is set this to true, timer text equal to true, and that way we can do stuff. However, I don't want it to just instantly instantly go back. That's that would be a little awkward. Which may mean I may need an enumerator. So using system.collection, not codom, collections. I believe we need system.collections to do this. So I'm too lazy to do system.collections. So with that, we can say, actually, hold on. That actually might be best if it was in a, yeah, I think something, okay. Using system.collections. I believe we need system.collections to use an enumerator. Enumerator void reset setting. Right. Private. And this one will take in a float called time. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Turn new time. Okay, I don't remember how to do this. I forgot how to do enumerators. Unity enumerator. Okay, I completely forgot how to do an enumerator. I forgot like there's a specific format that you have to do. Private. Where's? Oh, come on. Turn new. Wait for seconds. Time. Oh yeah, yield return new. Yield return new. Wait for seconds time. And well, might as well call this wait time. Wait time. And then we just grab all of this and copy paste it into that. Resetting, might as well do resetting timer. Resetting, and well, we'll have it like this. Resetting, so. Setting timer. Actually, no, it should not be resetting timer. It should just be resetting. Jeez. Okay, hold on a second. Can I get rid of this? And then we can change this to the new resetting. So, hold on, I need to find where this is. This one will be 0f. This one will. Oh no! Hold on a second. Wait a second. We forgot to do this. We grab this and then put it right here. Setting. And once again, we have to go back here, change it to resetting. Change this to not that 0f. And here we'll do setting. This one will be resetting, and this one will take in a 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1. Okay, 3 seconds is fine. Okay, well, resetting would be the last thing we do before we, yeah. Timer text. Also want to make sure that timer time sets to 0f. Also want start, actually no, start countdown is predetermined. So we also want to, we actually kind of basically just need to do all the stuff that's done in resetting needs to be done in the start. So resetting, let me just pass in 0f. Oh, cough. Okay. So we basically already have set up almost everything that needs to be done for this program. Oh, however, of course, I'm not just going to do that. Cancel test. Okay, if the test is canceled, it should reset. Did it even reset? Hold on a second. Let me check debug.log resetting, just like that. Hold on. It might be because I need to do the start quarantine coroutine, not quarantine. Jeez, I'm not doing anything radioactive. I want to sing the song, but I will not sing on stream. No, I will not sing on camera. No. Okay, I guess I need to do the start coroutine. So start coroutine. Start coroutine, and we pass in resetting as a method, and we can pass in 0f. And well, see, we kind of have to do the same thing with the other time, which is all the way up here. Start coroutine. We also need to do it here. Start coroutine. Coroutine. Kind of a fun thing to say. I hate I. I don't really like I enumerators. I don't know. They never seemed fun. There we go. Cancel test. Okay, now I kind of want to work on a notification system because I really want to get that notification system done. So we'll take let this be a public static. So public static void notify, like this. Static void notify. We also want to have a public static text. I kind of realize it's going to be a little awkward to public static game object, and this one will be the notification text. Notification text. Can I do a serialized field on this? I'm not sure that works. No, we don't want it. We want notif text. This one will, and this will be a text. Notif text. And well, hold on, I'll take it in a string. So this one will be the text. Notification. Okay, this will be the information, whatever. Sure, we'll do it like that. And hold on. Okay, sorry. Well, what is it I was doing again? Notifying. I also might want to use I also want to do a system collections kind of thing, because I believe that I really just hate doing the start coroutine and then you know what? No, we're not going to use a start. I don't like I enumerators. I just don't like them for some odd reason. Oh, I was going to check. Can I stay focused on a topic? I don't like coroutines. It's a little awkward because I need access to the text. Okay, whatever. I kind of do need to actually. Do I have access to notif text? No, I don't. Are you serious? Why? Okay, you can't set static variables. I kind of would like to set up. Okay. This is kind of something that kind of bothers me. I want to be able to set the note. I want to be able to set the place to where I can do notif text, and However, we have a bit of a problem. I can't do that because the inspector doesn't let me show it. I mean, sure, I could do other things and like say notif text is like I could do like notif text. Well, I can also do like have another separate variable for that. However, it's kind of like it's really stupid. I don't think that's necessary. Why can't it just be like public? Why can't it be like public and then you can have static and then within and because it's static, I should be able to modify it. But I guess not. Okay, sure, fine. Be that way. I want this to be a static void because it's very important that I have it that way. Because I want to be able to just I don't want to do UI manager dot script every single time I need to run this code. If anything, I could do a debug.log, and then this will pass in the information. Well, there are some other things that we like to do. Okay. Oh, right. We actually have, I had a different way of how to do this. So we're going to require using system.collections.generic. And in this, we want to have a public static list of strings. String. And public lattice list of string called the notifications. And this will be equal to a new list of strings. Okay, so basically notifications. Yeah, that's totally what it is. And I'll go against coding format. Technically, it's not notification. I'll go against the normal thing to do of making the letter lowercase because I want to make it capital. So here we'll do notifications.add information. Now over here we'll do over here in the void update. There's some things that we want to do. We want to have I'll have a private float called notif delay. We'll do it like that, notif delay. Then we also kind of want to do like, okay, if notifications dot count is greater than 1, we do notifications index, which is the first one. Okay, what is it that I want to do? Okay, basically what we want to do is kind of need to have a private void display notification. pass in an integer for, oh no, we don't want to pass in an integer, we just, here we'll do display display notification, like so. This is a method because we need to have the parentheses. And well, what we want to do is if a notif delay is greater than, okay, hold on a second. We want to do something like this. What we want to do is to take the, we need to have a, I can't remember, okay, public text, and this will be the notification, why not? Notification UI, like that. Notif UI, there we go. Notif UI, and we want to do lowercase n because, yeah, it's how we do it. Okay, notif UI. Do notif UI dot text. Okay, wait a second. Okay. I'm thinking, okay. Please. I can't think of a way to do this. Private Boolean showing notif. There we go. Showing notif. We want to do showing notif is equal to true. Actually, no, we don't. Display notification. And we want to do if showing notif is equal to false, not falsy, false, I don't even know how to say that without, okay, falsy. We want to just make it false. If it's false, then what we want to do is notif UI.text is equal to notifications, and we take the first guy, whoever it is. And we want to make sure that showing notif will be set equal to true. And another thing we want to do is the countdown. Wait, countdown min max. Oh, okay, and we do notif delay is equal to 3 seconds. And well, if notif delay is greater than 0f, then we can do this. We'll do this. Notif delay minus equals time dot delta time. And what we want to do now okay, hold on a second. We also need to do a debug.log, and we do notifications. Pass in the same thing like that. Then what we want to do is after this, it shows showing notif is equal to false. We also want to make sure that and showing notif is equal to true. Just an extra precaution. And with that, I think that should be ready. Now I'll put that in the other, because it actually seems like a pretty important thing, but I'll just put it in other. And this will be panel. Put it at the very bottom. Make it like cover the whole bottom. It's actually quite a lot for a reaction time test, I'll be honest. But whatever, I'll deal with it. And this one will be the notification. Actually, no, we don't even need that to have a panel. What am I saying? Okay, geez, I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. I just like never know what to say. Notif UI dot game object dot set active will be set to true. Else we want to set it to false. Else set it to false because we don't want to see it. Never or no. And we also want to make sure oh my gosh. This will be a game object notif panel. Notif panel, like that. Notif panel, there we go. Notification, and we'll have the text just encompass everything inside this. So Alt, make it do that. And just do it like this. Also make the text black. And with that, I think that basically sums up how that's going to be done. Now, what we need to do now is to set that up in this thing. So we have the notification for the game object and notification text. Why not? We'll have to name that just in case. Notification text. No, notification text. There we go. So now what I want to do is to go back to wherever I said notify in the here. So let me find it. So let me grab you, take that, and we'll do UI manager dot notify. Pass in this. And we also want to do it for every single one of these. So UI manager dot notify. We pass in this. Okay, get rid of that extra. So UI manager dot notify again. Maximum start value is not a float. Get rid of you because we are not needed. And lastly, UI manager dot notify. Okay. Anyway, and with that we have our. Let me just do a shift. Okay. Control F, and we'll find a debug.log. So debug.log resetting. We don't need this. We'll get rid of it. quick log, notifications, and UI manager, and document. Okay, good. So now what we need to do is to test. But to do that, I'll go to the UI manager. Let's test it. So notify, we're going to start with the first message, and this one will say, hi, does this work? And okay, like that. Hopefully I have the timing of everything correct. Otherwise, there's just going to be serious problems. Hi. It's still hi. And I noticed that it's kind of just spamming the notification, and that is definitely what I don't want it to do. Hold on a second. What is that I need? Right. Once the time is equal to 0, we want to do a notifications dot remove. Then we pass in notifications 0. Actually, no, we don't. No. We don't want to do that. That's not where we want to do that. We want to do it over here. Yeah, we'll do it right there. Now, hopefully it won't spam me with hi. And one of them just doesn't even appear. Okay, fine. Okay, sure, fine, work like that, I guess. Notification's not even appearing. Right, we also need to make sure that it's set to true. Panel's not even showing up though. Well, that's definitely not 3 seconds. Okay, what? Maybe we shouldn't do the, I don't, okay, let's test it with like the start button where it like, that definitely does not look like 3 seconds. What? Notif delay is greater than 0 and showing notif is true. Oh. Else if notif delay rate is less than or equal to 0f and showing notif is equal to true, what we want to do is showing notif will be set to false. There we go, like that. Hopefully now that works. Let me add those notify things again. Notify, pass in. Hello. notify. Does this work? I hope it does. I hope it does. Notify. And the last one will say, please, with a question mark. Okay, I just love how I do that. Anyway, let's test and see. So, hello. Does this work? Hope it does. And it didn't appear to work at all. Is it deleting two things at the same time? Okay, maybe I should take a look. Does it need to be like this? Did I get the ordering wrong? Hello. Does this work? I hope it does, but it just disappeared instantly. Okay, that's great. Having the same problems as I did with the other program. I'm so tempted to just look at what I did, but I don't want to look at it. The last time I did it, it was the ordering. But I have a feeling, does it have to do with the count? Okay. Okay, so why is it? Okay. So, what is happening? Okay, showing notif equal to false. Showing note, okay, it sets up everything, and so showing notif is set equal to true. Notification stop remove is move notification. It removes this string. And this is no longer called. Huh. Wonder why. Let me look at it again. Hello. Does this work? And I hope it does, but it doesn't. What happened now? Display notification. And the last message didn't even appear. I hope it does. I'm just at a loss at what. I just like, how is this? Make this an else. And rather than if notif, geez, we just need to kind of copy this. And well, I'm going to get rid of this and statement because it's kind of redundant. Really redundant, we don't need it. And well, all we really need to do is make sure everything, okay, what is up with that? There we go. Now, if this doesn't work, I have no idea what the heck is going on with this stupid thing. Okay. Because the last time I didn't really know what was going on. All I just knew is that I just kind of reordered everything and then it's like, oh, okay, now it works. I hope it does and it doesn't work. Why? Why doesn't it work? No to delay. No, why? Why does it stop working? Okay, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Okay, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. What is going on? What? I'll just make a public int display notif count. So void update display notif count is equal to notifications dot count. So that way we know what's going on. So it should start off with 3, and 2, 1. That's really odd. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm smart. It should be greater than 0, not 1. I'm smart. I'm super smart. Okay, I kind of messed that up because we shouldn't remove the notification until the end of the count. There we go. Maybe like that. Let's try it again. Hopefully now we can get all the messages. Hello. Oh, does this work? I hope it does. Please. There we go. It works. Our notification is super simple and it works. So now we can basically do whatever the heck we want and basically have a complete replacement of the debug.log. So yeah. Yay, we can also get rid of view. Also, everything in this is kind of like not redundant, it's just that we need to. Ugh. Okay. And with that, I think that there's some things that I need to do now. Reaction time test, go. Okay, and with that, I actually kind of want to do something. If we input a button, we also want to do a countdown text and make that text and say that action time is timer time. We also want to put this in, put an S, just so that they know that that's in seconds. And with that, what we want to do is a bit of math. We wanted to have a little bit of math, but actually we don't need to do a bit of math because this is basic stuff. I'm going to have a C# script, and this one will be record. Okay, we'll have it record manager. So basically, this basically does all the stuff for the records. For the record, I didn't think I would use that pun. No, I did. I didn't know. You think I would be if you didn't think if I make a pun, I have to be conscious about it. Well, probably. Anyway, we're probably also going to need to using Unity engine.ui because, well, everything requires Unity engine. Okay, we also want to do a public static record manager script void awake script is equal to this, and we also want to get rid of that because it's useless. And well, we're going to have is a public. Should this be static? Actually, we might not need that. So we'll have a public static list of public. Oh, right. We also need. Okay, before we do that, we'll also have a public static text called public text, and this one will be the average time. And we also want to do using not Unity system.collections.generic, not get, generic. So that way we can do a public static list of, well, floats. Floats? Yeah, we'll have a float. We'll have it as, and this one will be reaction times is equal to a new list of floats. And yeah. Now we also would like to have a public, so this one will be the public game object. This one will be the time panel. Time value panel. Time panel prefab there, prefab. And well, this is a prefab, but should it be, no, it's going to be a game object. Okay, so within this, we want to actually do rainy, geez. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I want to put back the public static record manager script void awake. Please go away. I don't need you private. That literally sounded like I was talking to a soldier. Jeez. Go away, private. Okay, I should stop. Just stop. Okay. Public void. This one will be new record. Record time. And well, this takes in a float the react time. So what this does is it goes to reaction times and it adds react time, react time. Then what we also want to do is update average time. Wow, rain. Jeez. been live streaming for an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Wonder how much longer I should go. I get, okay, whatever. Time panel prefab. Over here we'll also have the reaction time. We have reaction times. Okay, I think I'll just make this the last thing I'll do. The recording of time, the recording of times. We also want to have a public transform view times. Okay, so with that, we want to set it up such that under records, we want the times and the content. We kind of want it to be like that. Under content, we want to add, we actually kind of want to add a, I guess we'll make it a panel. Just a tiny panel. And this we want to say, we want this to, this one will be a time value. Time value. And we'll also have a, not a panel, we'll have a text. And this one will be the value. This one will be its value. Well, this one will just say the time. What we can do, we can, I'll keep it aligned like this so that it will be consistent. Actually, no, we want, I think I want it to be like that so it has consistency. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Hold on a second, let me check the time test. So it has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we have an S at the end. Hopefully your reaction time isn't worse than that. Jeez, then 5. Then hopefully you don't have like a too bad of a reaction time where it takes you 10 seconds to react. That's actually kind of embarrassing. If that would be kind of that, yeah, that would be very embarrassing if you couldn't react. But let me now have on the content. I want to now have a. This one will be a grid layout group. I just kind of messed up everything now. However, the cell size. I have to lower this to be like 35. Yeah, 35 is good. We also want to make this like 165, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 looks fine. What's 8? Ah, 8's fine. Okay. And if I was to duplicate it, yay, there we go. So time value, I'll make another folder. This one will be the prefabs. Time value, put it into the prefabs. Let me delete you now. Now for the scripts, we want to go to record. I would put it here, however, that probably doesn't seem like a good idea. I might as well put it into the panel. Now that might seem like a very weird thing to do. However, once again, keep in mind that the main UI technically, that the start button hides the records panel, and we may not be able to record info if it's not there. So let me put the content as the view times. Average time will be the average time, the average. And the time panel prefab this guy. All right. Okay, sorry. You were quiet for a second. When we go to record manager, then what we want to do is do an instantiate. Okay, now I kind of want to do. I would make a script for the panel, but it seems super unnecessary. Like super ultra unnecessary. I wouldn't even know why I would need it. But I guess I'll make it just in case. Time value panel. Let me go ahead and open that up. Rips, time value panel. And well, we don't really need anything in this at all. We kind of just need access to using Unity engine.ui. That's all we need access to here. And well, this will have a public text called the value. The time value. That's really all it's going to have. We might as well have a public float as well. Or should we? Public float, well, why not? The time value text. We'll make a panel text and this will be time value. So then what we want to do is, this one will be a public void update panel. And well, this one will take in a float. Whoops. Update panel, float, new value, and time value will set equal to new value. And we want panel text dot text equal to time value dot toString f5 then plus s. There we go. And with that, we can go to the record manager. What we want to do now is we'll make a game object called the new panel. New panel equal to instantiate. Then we take the time panel prefab. Transfer parent will be the view times false. And with that, we can do a panel dot remove, okay, dot, come on, get, there we go, get component, and we do time value panel dot update panel. Actually, yeah, I think time value panel, instead of this being public, we'll make these private. Private. Update panel, and this one will pass in the React time. We'll work on that. I won't get into updating the average time today. React time okay, what is it? What's next? And we also kind of want to have a whatever. We'll get into the other stuff later. We also kind of I was gonna say that I would like to do work on the work on something like clear records, but I'll do that in the next episode. I'll do this in another episode. I can't because it's like I don't think I'll work with a 3 hour live stream. It's like probably just going to be way too long. But I will at least finish the record manager. So input. So what we need to do now is record manager.script.record time. We'll pass in our, what is it? Our timer time. There we go. And with that, hopefully we can get some interesting. So hopefully now we can see what this is. Yeah, cancel test. Get out. Press. Okay, good. Object reference not set. Right. I actually need to. Hold on a second. I need to actually edit the prefab. We actually need to go to the scripts at the time value panel. Right, I actually need to make this. Oh, why not? We'll just make these public for the sake of it. Make sure that text is there. And with that, we have set up everything, so we can go back to our scene. Hopefully now that works, and then we'll end things off if this does work. Wow, geez, I have a horrible reaction time. That looks ugly. Oh, what? Oh. I am a terrible reaction time. Go. Quarter of a second reaction time. Geez, I'm terrible. Okay, I did a lot better that time. Okay, and go. Wow, geez, my reaction time is very slow. All right. There are times where my reaction time is like on point and, well, jeez. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. Just look at my reaction time. It's absolutely horrible. Okay. Hold on a second. The viewport. Your content's smaller. Hold on a sec. I just. Okay, but just to be a little quicker, I'm going to take our prefabs and put this into the content and then duplicate it just so I can very quickly. Okay, something's not right. What? Okay, I'm lost. Okay, come on. Uh, okay, I'm just kind of lost now. Or if I was to put this here, duplicate it like a bunch. Huh. Okay, I think I'll make another panel. Copy this component, remove it. This panel, do it like this, and I'll paste the component. Paste component as new. So I kind of want to remove that image component. This one will be the values. And well, we have to change now. We kind of have to go back to this set values to view time. There we go. Now, hopefully, wait. Does this work now? Definitely doesn't. Okay, what was the thing that like makes it scale? Fixed column count to 1. What is the thing that like okay? Scale with okay. Unity UI scale with build a fit. I swear that there was more to this. I don't know what padding is. Okay, I'll try this again. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's a need for it though. Okay, let me get rid of values again. Rid of content. Canvas scaler. Nope. Content. Hold on a second. Need to copy this component. Move the component. Goodbye to the guy. And then we'll this component as new. We also have to go back to the panel and put it back to content. I don't really know. Not really sure why it's. I swear it has to. There was something that there was like a component that I added or something that like scale with UI sized content. Size? Consent size fitter. Minimum size. I think that was the one. No? Okay. Where did I make a rect transform with a text? Okay, I'm mad. Just okay, come on. This is the last thing I'm trying to do. The vertical part. Okay. Come on, please. I can't remember what was it. Scale constraint? No, it wasn't that. Uh Any scale like grid layout. Okay. Oh, so okay, let's test that. Okay. Wait a second, what? Doesn't look right. Uh, okay, rain. Okay, that's loud rain, but okay, what? Okay, what is this padding? I'm so confused. What is this? Okay, what? Remove that component. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so just, what is this? What happened to the panel? Is this a panel? If you use a layout for content size fitter. It's not working. Why? Create. I'm just so mad that it's not working. Please work. Stop. Stop. Please. I just want you to work. Please. I just want to paste the component. There. I don't even want to. Okay, fine. Whatever. Sure. I'll just play, even though it's kind of useless. You're still not expanding. Why? Okay, the content. Oh. Hello. What? Did I completely read what the component was supposed to do wrong? Because I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Oh my god. I'm stupid. Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm stupid. Get better reaction times. Especially if, okay, I have to go bye. Okay, bye, Captain Avon. I literally have a Okay, sorry for being a bit quiet. Right now I'm just adding. Whoops. Right now I'm just adding a bit of comments so that I know whatever is happening. Showing notif. Okay, showing notif set to false and removes the string that was displayed from notifications list. And well, I'm just trying to do a bunch of stuff so that we know what, so that yeah, so that we kind of just know what's going on. Okay, so I kind of want to say this stuff is notifications, settings. Okay, we don't need display count anymore. We can get rid of that. So public, yeah, we don't need that anymore. So this is just a bunch of, this is just UI panels, and this one is just settings. Don't really need to show this. Yeah, right now I'm just commenting and making sure that I understand what's going on. Yeah. So as I can see, my reaction time is absolutely terrible. And well, go. So yeah, I basically have a quarter of a second of a reaction time. Okay, I want to calculate how. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of calculation. I want to do a bit of calculations on Notepad. So Notepad. So the gravity of the Earth is equal to negative 9.81 meters per second squared. Initial velocity of the y is equal to 0 meters per second. So actually, all we really need to do is input this equation. D is equal to gt squared, this one divided by 2, then plus. Actually, no. That's all we need to. That's all we need to put. So we take. Okay. What's what I'm doing? Okay, so if I take my reaction time and I plug this into a calculator, negative 9.81 meters per second. Okay. So times 0.26473 squared. So that gives us a distance of negative 0.6875042541, and I want to figure out how long that is in inches. So meters to inches. So okay, multiply the length value by that much. So 39.3701. I think negative 27 meters is that even a meter? Wait a second, hold on a second. Something doesn't look right. Okay. Times squared. I forgot to divide it by 2. Right, I'm smart. Forgot to divide this by 2. So if I divide that by 2, we get, well, I can just do it in my head. D is actually equal to negative, well, negative 0.34. Well, this is going to be a 375 20771. Okay, so now if I convert that to by if we properly convert that now, 39.301 was it? Okay, let me reopen that, and 3701. Okay, I still think that. Okay, I'm gonna get a ruler right now and see if that's actually. I swear, if I completely. I don't think that something's not right about this. 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, something's not right. Something is not right. Hold on, let me take a look, because, okay, I probably. Okay, that's weird. I wonder why it's. Okay, I wasn't trying to do the reaction time. I was kind of trying to see how it looks like when it. Okay, because. Weird, because it shouldn't. I don't believe after a quarter of a second. 1.8 times 0.25 squared, divide that by 2. With literally 0, okay, with a 0, huh? A quarter of a second delay. Okay, you know what, never mind, I don't, I swear, I took this test, I'd done this before. I remember back in like 10th grade when I did some sort of test like this, where we have another person hold a ruler, and you yourself, you have to catch the ruler, um, as quick as you can. So, and then you look at the distance that the ruler travels down, and with that you can actually calculate the gravitational acceleration with that. However, I don't really know why the meters to inch conversion looks way too large, because I don't believe a quarter of a second. I don't believe after a quarter of a second you completely miss the ruler, because the amount of time it takes to pass 300. Okay, let me do this. 300 centimeters. So 300 centimeters is equal to 0.3 seconds. So the amount of time it takes for 9.8 times 0.3. No. The amount of, no. Okay, the square root of 2 times the square root. Hold on a second. I need to look at that formula again. A notepad. So okay. G is equal to GT squared divided by 2. Let's put this in parentheses. So 2 times the distance divided by the gravitational is equal to time squared. Okay, so 2 times 0.3 divided by 9.81 square root. Really? It takes a quarter of a second for a ruler to drop. Huh. Wow, so if someone was to drop a ruler randomly, my reaction time would be so bad that the ruler would literally fall to the floor. What? Oh my. Oh my gosh, my reaction time would literally, if with my reaction time, I'm literally I'm literally going to be dropping dropping an entire ruler if someone was to let it go. Like, okay, imagine the ruler drops as soon as it says go. The ruler would have missed my hand if I tried to grab it while it was falling, purely due to gravity. It would have just completely missed. I would have completely missed. Holy crap, my reaction time is absolutely terrible. What? Okay, I think that's enough for now. I've been live streaming for literally an hour now, and well, I think I might continue with it. I might continue this tomorrow. It's honestly a very simple thing to do. It's not that I'm surprised that I actually didn't get it done. But yet again, I was kind of like confused about what I was going to do and all that. But oh well, we have a pretty functioning test here, and well, I'm surprised how well it actually works. And well, this thing actually functions very well. And it basically already does work, and my reaction time is absolutely terrible. Even with the countdown visible, my reaction time is still about a quarter and a fifth of a second, which is very terrible. I play Geometry Dash, so I think there's something wrong. How can I play Geometry Dash and have such a terrible reaction? Look at my reaction. I'm not even. I swear I clicked, but I think my first time I missed. But okay, whatever. Sure, fine. You might not believe me, but okay, with the spacebar. I think my reaction time with the spacebar is actually quicker if I look at it. Yeah, it's about a fifth compared to that when I have a mouse. And actually, if I pay really close attention to the countdown, I can kind of do it. There we go. Okay. But I have to be like super focus mode. And with that, I think we can actually do. We got a lot of stuff done today. We basically have the whole entire UI set up. Geez, that's pretty basic. And well, for as simple as this program is, I hope that a lot of you will enjoy it. And this program will be available to the public, and I will be finishing all live. So if and yeah, on the last episode, I'll leave the link. I'll leave a download, or maybe I'll make a video on it. I don't know. I'll just, if anything, I'll definitely leave a link to this thing when it's done. So yeah, that's really about it for now. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.